Japan has the unique phenomenon of evaporating people. Since the mid-1990s, over 100,000 men and women have claimed to have staged their own disappearances due to shame. Now, if I was caught watching the same amount of porn that they do and the same type of porn, to be frank, I would probably do the same. This just in. Is showering and going outside beneficial to you? A recent study says yes. Showering allows you to bathe and get that convention and Mountain Dew smell out of your neckbeard, and going outside is where you can see pretty girls who aren't in virtual reality chat rooms. Using what is commonly referred to as conversational skills increases your chance of landing your waifu by over 1,000%. So the next time you see that bad little thotty at the con and want to take her back to your room, shower, brush your teeth, go get a little sunlight so you can deliver that vitamin D. Or go to Reddit and complain that she's not into nice guys. Personally, I don't give a fuck. Join me, Mr. G, as we take a look at this week's Nerdy News. Attack on Titan's Hajime Isayama receives a Noma Publishing Culture Award. The award honors those who have made excellent contributions to publishing, particularly reinventing publishing. Isayama won the award due to the global impact of his Attack on Titan manga and its story. Attack on Titan's cumulative circulation exceeds 100 million copies. Hold on to your switches, bitches. 'Cause Nintendo is to produce 20% fewer Nintendo Switches, including the new OLED versions, in 2022. Nikkei Asia reported on Tuesday that Nintendo will only be able to produce about 24 million units of the Nintendo Switch, about 20% less than its previously planned production estimate of 30 million units for the fiscal year ending in March of 2022.
Hello?
Hello, this is from the Medicare assistant on a recorded anonymous line. May I please speak with
I don't know if there's a Julio in this house. We just moved here. I don't know if there's the previous owner has.
I'm so sorry, sir. This is Listen.
No, I just moved into this house. I don't know if the previous resident.
Okay, sir. Thank you for taking this call, sir. Have a good day.
Anytime, you have a great day.
Okay.
That's how you deal with telemarketers. Pretend to be Indian. Shortages of semiconductors and certain chips have stalled out production for not only Nintendo, but Sony and Microsoft as well. Sony released a statement saying that the PS5 has been hard to keep in stock for this reason specifically, a lack of microchips. In upcoming shows, Arcane, the animation done by League of Legends, now including two of my favorite characters, Vi and Jinx, from the great game that I play every single day, and I like to get angry at it because I'm a very competitive young boy. The show takes place and tells the story of Jinx and Vi growing up. As you know, if you've played the game, Jinx and Vi are sisters. However, one is a criminal, one is a cop. The show is out on Netflix, and new episodes appear every Friday. Stay tuned for that review, because that will be coming soon. And now for something that is sure to impact your future, my future, the future. Meta is the official new company by Mark Zuckerberg. Has rebranded Facebook and now called Meta to install something called the Metaverse onto the internet. Now, the Metaverse is essentially going to be an online virtual space for people to connect and share and have basically new experiences in virtual reality. Now, this doesn't just extend to social media. This can extend down to you having a virtual setup in your house, allowing you to VR into your workspace. So no longer will you actually have to have a physical workspace. A company called Horizon has already developed virtual living and working spaces within its own software, and now is being integrated into the Metaverse. Speaking of, Horizon will also be releasing the Horizon Marketplace, essentially the online microtransaction world for your virtual house that you can set up. Now, I am someone who makes and sells NFTs, so if you are going to be someone who is having a metaverse or a horizon dwelling. You can actually set it up so that your NFTs are virtually displayed in your house. And if you know anything about NFTs, you know some of them are very unique. Some of them are entirely unique, saying that you only ever get one copy. So why not display it as essentially bragging rights? Epic Games wants to combine its Fortnite game into the metaverse, allowing you to add a full body suit to play your games virtually. Now, everyone knows how toxic gamers can be. Imagine not only running up to a 12-year-old German boy and him calling you the N-word, but now he gets to cap you and actually teabag you. With the metaverse comes a host of new problems and new benefits. I guess for long distance friendships, relationships, work relationships, business relationships, it's going to be good because you can technically physically meet. It's weird because it's gonna blow your mind on how this stuff is actually gonna work. I think personally it would help someone like me who likes to do a lot of business virtually and over the phone and online. However, I feel like there's gonna be the disconnect of actually meeting those people. Me being as socially extroverted, I think I would like to meet you first on the horizon or on the metaverse as like a business partner, and then once we get to know each other, meet up in person. You think Tinder is gonna do the same thing, where you can go on virtual dates? They already do that on VR chat. They have virtual dates. That's not a bad way to get to know someone. Yeah. Because it's just Tinder with an extra step. Because it's basically a phone call with a virtual avatar. Yeah. And I know you don't look like a 12-year-old cat girl, but if you want to look cute, hey, look cute. Just don't catfish. Now there's extra catfishes, because you might have a cute little soft voice, but you might look like Shrek in real life. If I look like Shrek, my avatar gonna be Shrek. Mine would be Antonio Banderas. Because I'm a man of culture. Supposed to touch it. This also comes with a host of problems like advertisements. Now, with something like the metaverse, I personally feel like the advertisements are gonna literally just come up in front of you. Which, God forbid, you're on one of those virtual dates. And it's just we are 18.com. Or, hey, want to increase your dick size? Local MILFs in your area. These are the advertisements we get as guys. We can go on YouTube and it's just something to increase your stamina. Fuck like a horse. They have the randomest shit. Ready? Every guy who's listening to this song right now knows exactly what this is. It's giving Black Mirror vibes. Yeah, because it's there was the whole Black Mirror episode about that political teddy bear. There was a blue teddy bear, Roscoe, Bosco, whatever it was, and he would do political commentary until he got actual votes to push his own agenda and became a bureaucrat, right? Or he became a senator and started changing shit. A member of parliament, that's what it was in England. He became a member of parliament, an MP, and he actually started changing laws. And then in the future, the guy who did his voice, because once they sample your voice enough, they can just make your voice. Because people are doing that online with Drake and all these other different Ariana. You can make songs with them that sounds like them off of your voice, which is ridiculous. Because now it's how do you hide anything at all? So with the metaverse comes a lot of new good things, but also a lot of fears. We have one audience member today, Miss G. What would your number one fear be for the metaverse?
I don't use Facebook anyway, so there's that. But I don't know. I feel like because kids be on. Kids meeting with adults that are pretending to be children.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Chris Hansen type shit that needs to be curtailed, and that's a whole other thing too. It's what if you're one of those kids, coming from a background of teaching in high schools? What if you're one of those 13-year-olds with a voice deeper than mine, and then you want to sound like a real man, and some other man's like, hey, I'm gay, let's meet up. And you're like, okay, daddy.
Yep.
And then you meet up, and then you're spread across 5 states. You know what I mean? Like, that shit happens. I know that's very disappointing to hear, but that shit happens. Imagine Chris Hansen doing VR, and he looked younger. He just walks up and is like, here, take a virtual seat, right virtual there. Take a meta seat, right meta there. You think they're gonna censor? They're gonna like censor audio so that like when you say fuck it just bloop, bloop. What the bloop? Because you know all the company like McDonald's, Walmart, all those places are gonna have virtual stores for you to go online and buy virtual shit that actually doesn't exist, but because you get to show it off in your virtual space. So essentially, anybody who's ever played video games, you buy skins. That's what that is. You're paying real money to get something virtually to just show off, essentially. Or you like the aesthetic of it, but essentially it's to show off and show other people, this is how I choose to represent myself. So like, that's one of the lights in that sound.
No, if there's something.
But yeah, that's gonna come with a host of issues. Advertisements. Also, what happens when people start hacking the metaverse? When people start to, like, people with IT backgrounds like me, or even deeper, who know coding to a level where they're like, I'm just gonna program all this shit into my metaverse. And God forbid you walk over to someone's virtual house, and now your computer's got a virus. That's been Nerdy News. I'm Mr. G. Follow us on twitch.tv/NegroJumpENT. Follow us everywhere. You can click the link in the description, our link tree. That's where all of our stuff is. Follow us on the podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And follow us on the metaverse when we get there. You have the Negro space? Dog. It's coming. We'll see you there.